If you mess up once, you're done. Never coming back. That's cancel culture. That's what the lefties do.
You are an infection.
Whoa.
You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of you.
All right. Welcome back to the party, everybody. This is Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, a.k.a. The Indian Jesus. Everybody hit that like and subscribe. You know I would do it for you. And let's party. Big shout out to, we don't even need to do that. Let's just dive right into it. Guys, as you know, Bud Light really tripped over themselves with the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing, and the whole boycott was awesome. It was great. It was very easy because most of us don't drink Bud Light anyway. And then at the beginning of this month, we heard that, we heard before that, but as of the beginning of this month, the Bud Light became the official beer sponsor of the UFC. And MMA is my favorite sport. So unfortunately, I thought, I can't watch UFC anymore. But luckily, I had between Jesse shout out to Jesse on Fire and Sean Strickland himself. They're like, hold on, wait a minute. This is an opportunity here. Fine, if they want to be all in Dylan Mulvaney, whatever. But if they're going to support what I have to say, then, hey, that's free speech. Shout out to JL in the building. It's a bet on Saturday. He will be flamed online. Definitely will. I might be at the Filthy Casual MMA watch party on the Talking Podcast. Maybe. But so the what we're talking about, what is going on? Dan Walker. Shout out to Dan Walker over on Kick. But what I really want to share with you guys is the political aspect around the boycotts and why I specifically was boycotting Bud Light, was boycotting UFC. And that boycott is over because we won. As always, guys, if you cannot hear the video, please do let me know.
Let's talk about Sean Strickland. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Strickland, UFC 297, coming up this Saturday. It's going to be amazing. I am not going to miss this fight.
He's not even a fan. Like, I haven't been able to watch UFC all year. And since they announced it, I think it was like November or something. So I've been without it. And I don't like other sports like that. So I've just been sitting here.
Sean Strickland, as you know, mocked Bud Light when, the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing happens. Bud Light then sponsors UFC. Sean Strickland comes out and says, I can't wait to reform you. I'm going to save you, Bud Light. It's a hilarious video. And we were all really excited for the moment when Sean Strickland would give a press conference, knowing that he's going to sit there in front of all of the press and just go off. And
as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, yeah, obviously. So I've been waiting. I haven't been watching anything. And finally, Sean is fighting this Saturday. And finally, he was in front of the press and he said some stuff. And Bud Light did not come out to say, hey, you can't say that. We're not in press. So they are the beer for free speech.
And he did. It is spectacular. In fact, he goes a little heavy with it. So I'd say I don't completely agree with everything he said so far. But he's got a couple clips that are going viral. We're going to play for you. And let's start with the COVID lockdowns one. Here we go.
Thanks.
Sean, Neil Davidson from the Canadian Press. Welcome to Canada.
Oh, congratulations.
Canada.
The Canadian Press, man. Were you a COVID bank account stealer too? Were you on board with that?
No.
Are you left wing or right wing? Were you a Trudeau? We got one of the fucking commies. Stands. Were you non-biased?
I think I'll ask the question.
I'll ask the question.
I think so. We fucking know. Maybe I should just pass on this motherfucker. He's gonna go back. He's gonna go back and fucking give my bank account information to fucking Trudeau.
Wow, man.
Well, it's probably a good bank account.
It probably is a really good bank account.
I love that he just came out and dropped fucking commies.
Yes, yeah. But like the journalist didn't even say anything. Yeah. He's just sitting there like, I'm going to call you a commie. I'm going to call you out. But now I want to play this clip for you. This one goes hard. There are some people on the right even who are like, it's a little too heavy for me, because he made some comments about trans people in the past too. And they're like, no, we agree with calling out Bud Light and all these things. But my view is like, take the big ask.
Bud Light, I thought he did great. So we're not going to go through the whole video. I just wanted to see some of the clips of what Sean Strickland was actually saying. If you want to super chat, we can watch the whole press conference. But, I just wanted you to see these clips and again, why this is a victory.
It sponsors UFC, and this is what you get when they do. I'm going to play the clip for you.
We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said, if I had a gay son, I would think I'd...
Oh, look, another. I'm saying the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and some would say...
Let me ask you something. Are you gay? No, are you? Let me know. Are you gay?
Can I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Oh,
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son who was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude. You're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau, like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic. And the fact that you have no fucking backbone. And has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts? You ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself.
The question.
And this was off the question of, well, you said if you had a gay son, like, why does that matter? There's other things going on.
Pause right there. This is not about, whether you support gay people or not. He's outright saying, you elect Trudeau, he shuts down bank accounts.
Yep.
And this is the question that I get.
Yep.
Spot on.
I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what, and will know what they stand for.
They'll have to accept me or denounce me. And this was yesterday. And I mean, Bud Light could come out and say something against Strickland before Saturday, but I don't think that's going to happen. And that means that they're okay with this.
This guy's like, hey, this Canadian's not that Canadian.
Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden, people like you have fucking weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection.
Whoa.
You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of fucking you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your fucking bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what? You're right. Fucking chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they could fuck in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that motherfucker right there.
The banality of evil. The people who are you're just going along. I'm just doing my job. Well, I got to get clicks. And you said the gay thing. And even though we're talking about politics in the world of UFC, I'm going to focus on gay stuff instead of actual politics. I mean, come on. He's absolutely right. We got that one. Jay said Trudeau barely won. He can't trash us. Didn't they elect Biden? Yeah. Nothing was wrong with Modelo. I don't know why they changed. And that's why initially I was so upset. I was like, yo, they're embroiled in this scandal for specifically being anti everything that the UFC is. But I had to take a step back and realize that's actually not true. That's actually not true. They did something that we didn't like. We boycotted, and they said, okay, we hear you. We want to serve you. And so it would be sending the wrong message to say, if you mess up once, you're done. Never coming back. That's cancel culture. That's what the lefties do. Here, we want to say, if you fucked up, we're definitely going to tell you fucked up. But as long as you say that you apologize and don't do it again, we're all good. We all make mistakes. Shout out to Soil Welcome to the party. Yeah, exactly right. And it's not any surprise that this is the kind of stuff that he was going to say. The point was, hey, now you are forced, Bud Light, you are forced to sponsor and pay for this speech. So if you're paying for Dylan Mulvaney and you're paying for this, no harm, no foul. I don't like that stuff, but I'm not forced to buy it.
So I just like to point out, he has basically just made the statement because he was asked about Bud Light.
Thank you, Virgil.
And he said, Bud Light's going to have to either accept him or denounce me. And then he called this guy an infection. Going a little hard.
I disagree. I think that's exactly what it is. Now, it's not that one guy is an infection worse than all the other reporters there. Because like Ian brings up, I don't think we're going to get that far, but Ian brings up something about, well, I don't like, singling somebody out. And then like, yes, okay. But he is a symptom of the media.
Yeah. But when it comes to the political issues that he's pointing out, these people who are lying and pretending to be allies or whatever, they don't actually care.
Nope.
They are literally just weak.
It's just for clicks. I'm an ally. That's what the guy said. I'm an ally. What does that mean? It means that if somebody says something bad about the gays, you'll write about it so that you can get clicks. I'm an ally.
Journalists in the United States and in Canada, these leftists, most of them, I would refer to them as default liberal. They don't actually care about these issues. In fact, many of them don't like these things that are being pushed by the woke left, but they are so weak, they will march in lockstep with it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Leaving sports, I still get messages from some of the people I used to work with and some of the athletes too. They won't go public and say that they agree with me, but they'll send me a message and they'll agree with me. So it's unfortunate. But I mean, this is refreshing.
They are weak.
There's a lot of weak people out there that they're all
refreshing is right. Somebody who made a mistake, and we are the ones giving that space. So they don't drink beer anyhow, unless it's a very dark house ale once a year or something. I prefer vodka. There should be a Grey Goose emoji. Oh, that would be nice. I'm not a vodka guy myself, but that's because I have not had some good times with vodka. And so I really just want to show you guys, the actual fight is this coming Saturday. So I definitely will be watching the fight this Saturday. I assume that Sean Strickland is going to win and be able to get the microphone in the cage while all the eyes are on him. But either way, he's also going to have a presser just like that after, where he's going to be able to say more stuff. And people are going to be able to ask more things and have him say more things that Bud Light doesn't want out there, but is willing to say, okay, we accept you. We knew that these corporations hate us. We know that. All we want is to not be treated any differently. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you still boycotting Bud Light? Were you ever boycotting the UFC? Did you think that it was a good thing for the UFC to connect with Bud Light? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much. Until next time, I am Lutch, a.k.a. the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, I am out of here. Peace.